position with the knees bent. And just take your attention to your navel, to your core, and breathe there. As you inhale and exhale, observe the rise and fall of the belly. And set your intention on your exhale, particularly the act of pulling the navel into the spine, which is going to help you flatten your lower back. And experience that bracing position wherein the core is pulled in. So continue like this in this position, inhaling and exhaling. Focusing more on the exhalation, particularly the act of pulling the navel in to empty out as much of the breath as you can from the lungs. And try to maintain this awareness through the practice today. Let's begin with the first little bit of warm-up. So come into this tabletop position, supine tabletop, or also called the dead bug, where your shins are parallel to the floor, knees are bent at 90 degrees. Maintaining this angle at the knee, pretend you're holding a block or a ball or a wedge here. Drop one foot down, bring it up. Drop the other foot down, bring it up. This is like your Norpasana prep. As you do this, your lower back should not lift off the floor. If the lower back lifts off the floor, you will lose that engagement. Remember that navel pulled in as you breathe out. Shweta, don't reduce the angle at the knee. Reach forward. Angle at 90. Same Nivedita. You're tapping lower. You will have to slightly reach ahead and then tap so you don't lose that angle. Much better. And as you do this, this is what we're doing. We're doing toe taps. As you do this, you will feel that as you reach closer to the floor, your navel kind of wants to rise, lower back wants to lift off. But you are minimizing it. Now stay with that or do 10 of double leg taps. So 1 and back up. 2, as much as is comfortable, you don't have to reach the floor. 3, more important to keep the lower back imprinted on the floor. 4, so maybe go halfway and come back till whichever point you have that control. 5, keep going. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Last one. Stay here again. Now take both your hands up and as well. We are going to do alternate hand and leg stretching. So I'm going to take my left leg and right hand up, extending out, leg is off the floor, lower back imprinted again. Come back up and switch. See, this is only going to work if you keep your lower back well aligned. So maybe you need to keep the leg higher up. Do that. And keep pulling yourself in either direction. Continue like this. Very good. 5 more. 5 will happen when you do both rounds. Both sides as in. Very nice. Let's do 3. Other side. 2. And last one on one side. And then the other. And come back to neutral. Now, if you have a block, if you don't have a block, again use a blanket. What I want you to do is grab the block between the thighs like this. Grip the block as if you're really wanting to squeeze the block between the legs. Keep the heels pointed up and stay here. So this gripping action is going to engage your core as well. So not the knee, it's the thighs. Below the knees. So this is where you are, grip it, straighten the leg and keep gripping and feel, try to observe where you feel it down. You should be feeling it in the core, in the adductors, in your pelvic area as well. We hold that for 15. Keep squeezing, don't give up. 14, 13, 12, squeeze, 11, 10, lower back is flat, navel pulled in, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release and take a break. Take a deep breath. This is the parts that you were stretching in the previous week are the parts you will be strengthening in this week. So a little bit of opposite work will happen. Try to build awareness of that. And now we are going to do leg raises first without the block. So this is Uttan Padasana. Extend the legs. If you have lower back issue, feel free to place your palm underneath the hips. Otherwise, keep the hands by the side. Keep the hands underneath the top of the head and lift up as much as you can for 1. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale. Both legs we are doing down if possible. Inhale up. Exhale for 3. Rise up. And 4. Keep going up. And no momentum. Do these slowly. See, when I was kicking up, I was not kicking up. I was lifting up. So no kicking. You are lifting. 2 more. Lift with control as if you're moving through honey, not through air. Last one. Lift up and release and take a break. This time we are going to do the leg raises by gripping the block between the thighs. So combining the last 2 practices together. So lift up, grabbing hold of the block. Hand in wherever comfortable. Now slowly, without losing the grip on the block, come down, maybe 45 degrees and lift up. Continue like that. These are intense, so be watchful of your lower back. 2. Go as low as you can, maintaining that engagement. Down, low, low, as low as you can go. Lift up. Down. Lift up. We will do 5 more of these. So the block between the legs and doing leg raises. 5. Try to keep the legs straight. 4. 3. Almost done. 2. And last one. Lift up. Release and keep to the side. And from here we will roll over to come into tabletop to work on our wrists a bit because we will spend some time on them. So come into tabletop, fingers nice and wide. Wide means like this, no close together. Each finger is like giving you the extra surface area you need for good balance. With that in mind, I want you to shift forward onto the wrist just a little bit and then shift back. Shift forward. As you shift your shoulders forward, try to drag the wrist back so you get that traction of double action here. And let's do 3 more. Exhale, shift. Inhale, back. Exhale, shift, simultaneously draw the fingers in the wrist back and forward. Do the clawing action as if you're clawing your fingers into the ground and shift back. And 1 more. Shift forward and back. Come to neutral this time. Make sure your shoulders are above the wrist, so this position is challenging. We move into wrist push-up. Lift your one wrist off the floor without bending the elbow. Drop it back. Lift the other wrist off the floor and drop it back. Lift both wrists off the floor and drop it back. This should be difficult, so choose your level and work with that. Shweta, shift your shoulders a little forward. So shoulders are a bit ahead of the wrist, remember? So I'm not here. When I do this, it becomes easy. I'm a little ahead of the wrist, so we actually have to push our weight off the ground through the wrist. Bhakti, just join in tabletop. We are doing wrist warm-ups, doing wrist push-up right now. So let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Just sit back. Shake the wrists out a little bit. Flick them as if you're flicking water off your wrists or your fingers. And let's just hold a plank now. Shoulders nice and rounded. Remember, not sinking. You are rounding the shoulders. Navel is pulled in like a flat back. And we hold that. For 9, 8, 7, very good, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the last one, shift up into downward facing dog. Feel free to modify to walk the dog, bend the knees, lift the heels. Take a few breaths here. Very nice. And from there, slowly walk your feet forward between the hands. Hold your forward bend here. It might be a little challenging as we're just starting our practice. Don't worry about it. Bend the knee, straighten the knee, lift up, do Ardha Uttanasana. Any variation is fine. And then slowly inhale, look up where the thumbs meet. And exhale, release. We are ready for sun salutations. We'll begin with Hatha style. So let's begin. Ekam. Inhale and exhale. Dve, inhale, arch back. As you're taking the shoulders back, exhale, come into a forward bend. Inhale, step the right foot back. Keep the knee lifted if comfortable. Exhale, take the left leg back. Knee down, chest down. Chin on the floor, shoulders roll back, navel pulled in. And then slide forward into Bhujanga. Exhale back into Bhudara. Inhale, step forward, right foot comes forward. Take the left knee off the floor. Exhale, bring the left foot forward into your forward bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. Ekam. Dve, inhale. Trini, exhale. Chatwari, inhale, left leg back, knee off the floor. Right leg back. Knee down, chest down. Slide forward, Bhujanga. Exhale, Bhudara. Inhale, left foot forward, right knee off the floor. Exhale, right foot forward. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Let's do round 2, Ekam. Dve, arch back as you inhale. Getting movement mostly from the shoulders. Exhale, come down, forward bend, keeping hips above your ankles. Not hyperextending the knees. Step back, right leg back as you inhale. Exhale, left leg back into plank. Hold the plank till I tell you to stop. Don't release. Core pulled in. Hold for 9, 8, 7, fingers wide, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down in Ashtanga Namaskar. Hips off the ground, navel pulled in. Inhale, slide forward. Elbows close to the body, keeping the navel pulled in. Trying to get the chest through the arms. So you're rolling the shoulders back, Shweta, shoulders down, don't bunch up the shoulders. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Hold that here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and step the right foot forward into your Ashwa Sanchalan, low lunge. Then you try to lift the knee off the floor a little more. Walk the foot back, yes. And then step forward into your forward bend. Take a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and inhale, rise up. Exhale, release on the left side. Ekam, inhale and exhale in Namaskara. Dve, inhale, arch back. Trini, exhale, bend forward. Chatwari, left leg back this time. Step back into plank and let's hold that for 9. 8, Renu, look up, don't hang the neck. 7, not that much, medium. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, almost there, and 1. Then bring the knee down, chest down, chin on the floor, hips off the floor. Slide forward into Bhujanga. Exhale back. Bhudara, and let's hold this, pressing the fingers and the palm into the ground. More weight on the thumb side of the hand, not on the little finger side. Take a breath. And step forward with the left foot, right knee off the floor. Arpita, straighten the back knee just a little more. Yeah, lift your hips up if needed. And then step forward. Hold your forward bend here. Navel pulled in. For 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Next 3 we are going to do Surya Namaskar A, Ashtanga style. So join me now. Ekam, inhale and exhale in Namaskara. It's not very different. We just have a Chaturanga in between. Inhale, rise up into your back bend. Exhale, bend forward into Uttanasana. Inhale, come onto your fingertips or rise up halfway into Ardha Uttanasana, flat back. And then exhale, step back into plank. From plank with knees down or knees off the floor, try Chaturanga. Exhale down. Inhale into Urdhva Mukha, which is like Cobra, but with your knees lifted off the floor. And then exhale, downward facing dog. And then step or jump forward between the hands to come into your half forward bend. Exhale into full forward bend. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, release. A quick update on Chaturanga. If you would like to modify, keep 2 blocks here. Keep the knees down on the ground. Find the blocks where you reach and then push up. So that's one way for you to modify this. Otherwise, knees down, go down as low as is comfortable. Let's continue. Ekam, Dve, Trini, exhale, inhale, look up halfway, exhale, step back to plank, then with knee down, Chaturanga or knees lifted as much as you can till you reach your maximum, and then Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Take 2 breaths. And then step or jump forward between the palms, halfway up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, look up. Let's continue. Ekam, Dve, Trini, come down halfway. Chatwari, into your chaturanga. Look up, lift up. Push back, Adho Mukha, take 2 breaths there. Adho Mukha Shana, downward facing dog, Nivedita Bhakti. Move to downward facing dog. And from there, step forward, jump forward. And then coming to Uttanasana, a deeper forward bend. And then inhale, rise up and release. A little faster now, just 2 rounds to get the shoulders into the mix. Ekam, Namaskara. Dve, Urdhva Mukha. Oh, not Urdhva Mukha, Urdhva Hasta. Trini, exhale. Chatvari, inhale halfway up. Pancha, exhale into plank and into chaturanga. From there, rise up as you inhale into Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. No break this time, simply step or jump forward. And then exhale into Uttanasana. Inhale, take your hands up. Exhale, release. One more, Ekam. Dve, arch back. Trini, exhale, bend forward. Chatvari, step back, not jump. Unless it's a part of your practice, too much stress on the shoulder, not necessary. And then come into Chaturanga. Rise up, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Take a breath. And then jump forward. Look ahead, look between the palms and then jump forward. Exhale, full Uttanasana or your forward bend. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, release. Great. Come into a warrior 2 stance. So widen the legs. Step your left foot out, right foot turns in. Core pulled in, so instead of leaning forward, you are here. Bend the knee, trying to maintain that evenness in the spine. Coming to a warrior 2, hands parallel to the floor, making this shift. So instead of here, you are here, right? Palms facing down, no red fingers, fingers sharply pointing. So this is what my hand looks like to either side. Trying to face the hips forward without compromising your left knee. Let's hold this here. Bend a little more, Arpita. Core is strong. Shweta, a little wider legs. So this is happening. Instead of that, shift the back leg back. Keep the knee above the ankle. 4, 3, 2, 1. Keeping the same distance between the legs, move into triangle. Don't reduce the distance, let it be wide, wider than you would normally do triangle. Stay here. Nivedita, try with a block under the hand. Something's happening with the neck like this. So maybe with the block under the hand it will be fine. Let's stay here. Feel a deep stretch into the left hamstring. And then bend the knee. Bring the hand down on the floor or on a block or lift up to come into side angle. But most of you have been doing this with me for a while. So work with bringing the hand down close to the floor now. Lifting the chest up for side angle. Maybe keep the hand facing up. It will help you open up the chest a little more. Let's work on that today. Core is again pulled in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and rise up. Reduce the distance a bit. We are going to move into half move. So if you want to use your hand on a block, do that. On a floor can be a little bit too low. And then lift the leg up. Keep the bottom leg slightly bent. Open the hips out if they're facing down. You are trying to open them out and take the hand up. Lift the leg up higher. That's your Ardha Chandrasana. You can do this with a chair. You can do this against the wall if it's very challenging. Be there for 5, 4. Active leg Divya, top leg has to be active. 3, pointed. 2, don't worry about it. If you come out, get back in. 1, and release. Come back to the wide-legged stance. Take a breath. We have to do this on the other side. So pointing the right foot out, left foot turns in, coming into warrior 2 here. We know it, so we can move a little faster. Let's be here for 5. Keep pressing into the back toe, the little toe of the back foot to protect the knee, to create some space. Otherwise, it can create tension in the outer knee joint because of the pressure that we put in. So let's do 2 more and 1 more. Straighten the leg. Now wide leg triangle, Trikonasana. For 5, very good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then bend the knee. Right hand on the floor, left hand up. For 5, 4. Both feet equally pressing into the floor, little toe of the back foot actively engaged. 3, 2, 1, and rise up. Reduce the distance again against the wall with a block or hand on a chair here. Start lifting the back leg up, trying to keep the hips facing forward. Left hand goes up. A block will just help put the spine in the right alignment. So work with that. Divya, elevate the block a bit so you can work on opening the hips as well. Yeah, now see if you can flatten your hips against an imaginary wall behind you. Good guys. Stay for 3 more. Very nice. Little hyperextension in your bottom leg, Shweta. Bend that knee. Bend the left knee. Yeah. 2, 1, and release. Come back to your wide-legged stance. Alright, we have to start engaging different versions of the plank. So come on to your mat. Into tabletop. From tabletop, we now move into the next set of postures, side plank, which is your modified side plank. Let's hold this, making sure your shoulder is directly above the wrist, so it's a nice straight line. You are not here. You do this, you will start feeling the pressure in the shoulder, in the wrist. Stay with that and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We will come back to this, but for now, let's just move into gate pose. And breathe here. Giving your arms a little bit of break. And return. Let's do this on the other side. We will come back to these at least 3 to 4 times. For the first one, just holding the modified side plank. Shoulder well placed in the socket. No pinching, no discomfort for you. And fingers facing up. For 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more, and then move into your gate pose. I'm going to turn around because I can't see you otherwise. So let's hold this on the left side now. 4, 5, and 1. Release. Come back to your tabletop. Let's come back to that modified side plank. Take your right hand up. This time, let's lift it up for 9, 8, slowly, 7. See, I never kick up. I'm not kicking. When I kick, I can go much higher, but I'm going slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Simply switch to side plank on the other side. This is preparing you for Vasishthasana. That is why we've done a lot of shoulder work. Now we're moving it to single hand balance. Let's lift the left leg up now. 9, 8, 7, 6. Don't shift your shoulders that the weight becomes easier on the wrist. Keep the shoulders where they were. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to tabletop. Take a breath or two here. We will come back to this again. This time again to the left side. Left leg goes out, right leg straightens up, hand goes up. Now a little bit more challenging work. So I'm going to give you 2 variations here. So lift the bottom knee up. As you do that, you have to press into your right leg, tap it, take it back. Tap it, take it back. If this is difficult and your wrist or shoulder don't feel comfortable, tap, rest. Tap, rest. Show me guys what you're doing. Be careful of the wrist. Wrist should not feel really, or shoulder. Keep trying. 9 of these. Okay, let's do 7. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return. And this time come into Asana, which is like your half frog. Take 5 breaths before we do this on the other side. Gives you a little bit of shoulder stretch as well. And feel free to open and close your fingers to give your left wrist a little bit of release as well. Take this time to find that connection with your breath in case you have lost that. So this is a good time. We'll be here for 2 more counts of 2 more breaths. So inhale and exhale. And one more time, inhale and exhale, and then return, join the knees. Come back to your tabletop to repeat this on the other side now. So remember to take the opposite leg out, which is the right leg for me, and left leg straightens up. Pressing the right hand into the ground and pressing the left foot entirely onto the ground. Lift and tap. Lift and tap, either continuously or with breaks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and gently release and come into your Asana on this side. Should the hips are off the heels, so raise the hips, yes. Don't sit back onto your knees. Now just keep checking in with the knee, how that's feeling. Again, remember, you can do these hip stretches on a chair as well, but I'll leave it up to you how comfortable you feel. Take 2 more breaths here. And release, come back to tabletop. Moving into our next set of postures, we are doing these with sufficient breaks. Next class, we will thread them together, move through them a little faster. This time it's a bit slower, but let's now move into a dynamic move, which is your Vyagra Kriya. You've done this with me before. We'll only do 5. So take the right leg up. As you exhale, knee to nose, shift the shoulders forward. Inhale back. We start with our 5 now. Exhale, shift forward into plank. Inhale back. Exhale for 2. Inhale back. Exhale 3. Continue like this. Inhale back. Exhale 4. Inhale back. And on the 5th one, bring the knee close to the chest and then drop it to the floor like this. So I'm here. You can have your toes on the floor or lift it. We are going to simply lift the knee to the chest and down gently for 1. Exhale and down for 2. Exhale, down for 3. Exhale, lift, down 4. And exhale, lift for 5. And step the foot forward on the 5th one between the hands to come into your low lunge. Bring both hands on the inside of the right foot to move into lizard. You can have your hands on the palms on the floor or your elbows on the floor. I leave it up to you. Both are fine. Both are going to give you a nice stretch in the hips, and we need that for postures like Vasishthasana, which is what we will experiment with today. So all of this is going to help you prepare for that. We need a strong core, we need strong shoulders, we need the flexibility in our hips and hamstrings. So very challenging and versatile posture. Except for the back bending aspect, everything else gets covered in that one position, and inversions as well. So no back bends and inversions, but most of the other work, which is your lateral side bend, your core, and your balance, everything is tested. From here, point your right foot out and come into this variation of side plank, which is going to look like this. And we are going to do these dips, which I call Maksikangasana dips, because this posture prepares us for Vashisht as well as Maksikangasana. So inhale down, bring the hips down, exhale lift for 1, inhale, exhale for 2, inhale, exhale for 3, inhale down, 2 more to go, exhale. If this is really difficult, you can modify by bending the back knee like this, exhale, inhale down and sit back to come into your twist. So this automatically will turn into a spinal twist for you. Your leg stays where it is, just hug the knee in and look back. Interspersing your movement with a little bit of stillness, which allows you to explore the posture, observe them, and see what's happening to better prepare yourself for the other side. Now reach forward, straighten both the legs. I want you to again open and close your hands to release your wrists. If they're feeling really compressed, you can even do the stretch, both sides. And now, if you have blocks, use blocks. If you don't have blocks, hands down on the floor, core pulled in, lift just the hips off the floor and sit back. Shoulders don't go like this. Shoulders stay back, lift and down. You will find a greater lift if you use blocks because that gives you that height with which to move. We do 9 of these. So lift and down. Lift. Arpita, walk your hands forward. Not here, you won't lift. Hands have to be ahead of the hips. So you're kind of coming into a forward bend as you lift without the blocks. Yes, 8. Down. 7. Down. Nivedita, check the shoulders. 6. And down. 5. And down. 4. And down. So now everything okay with the wrist? 3, okay, we'll rest, don't worry about it. Just stretch. 2 and 1 and release. And then take your hands up, flip the palms up, and on an exhale, come into a forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Feel free to bend the knees. Take your time with it. We'll be here for a good count of 12 and keeping a mental count. I want you to just hold the position. Again, working on that intention of pulling the navel in as you exhale. That itself will start helping you build awareness of your core. Remember, core is not just the abs. Your deep core includes a lot of other muscles, which also means your quads, your pelvic floor muscles, and of course, the ones across your abdomen. And all of them will get stimulated through their exhalation. Remember, along with strengthening muscles, you also need to have awareness. You also need to know what all you engage. So a bunch of muscles fire up when you move into a position and not just the main primary muscles. When more and more muscle fibers are recruited, because instead of 1, 2, 3 muscles are being engaged, you have greater stability in your postures, as well as balance in your overall body. Alright, let's rise up from there and find your way back into downward facing dog. To repeat this on the other side, this time taking the left leg all the way up into Vyagra Kriya. Exhale, inhale back, exhale knee to chest for 2, inhale back, exhale 3, and back, all the way back, lift up, exhale 4, and lift up, exhale 5, and then drop the knee between somewhere in the middle of the mat for doing the knee lifts. Exhale, lift, inhale, tap back. Exhale, lift the knee to chest, rounding the back, down. Exhale, 3, and down. Exhale, 4, and down. Last one. Exhale, 5, lift up, flex the ankle, step the foot back between the hands to come into lizard. So both hands on the inside of the left foot now, and hold your lizard. Can be on the elbows, can be elbows on a block, can be fingers nice and wide on the mat. Breathing in and out. Remember, when you hold postures, you can either hold them passively, which is what we also do many times in yoga, but I'm going to add a little element to it later in the class, wherein we actively hold postures, including your plank, which we've done a bunch of times now. We are going to add a little variation to make it a little more challenging. But right now, I just want you to understand how you're holding these postures, so you have that awareness when we do the variation. From here, we are going to move into the Makshikangasana dip. So walk your left heel back, point the left toes out, come to lie down on the side of come to the side of your right leg, and let's do those dips. Inhale, exhale, inhale up, exhale down for 2, up and down. Remember, you can modify by bending the back knee. Inhale, exhale. Let's do 1 or 2 more. 1 extra won't kill us. And back. And then lift up. Return to simply sit back into your spinal twist. Looking back. And now mentally preparing yourself for the next posture. We did L-sit by lifting our hips off the ground. We are going to do the L-sit by lifting our legs off the ground, sort of like you would do in boat pose, but not to that height. So let's come back to this L-sit position. Maybe you would like to sit on a blanket, not necessary. You can keep your hands on the block. If you have a wall, sit with your back against the wall. But keep your fingers forward, lift one leg off, lift the other leg off. So what I'm not doing is this. I want to avoid this, which is why it can be a good idea to sit against the wall and then try this. Then try this. But if you are comfortable without the wall, go for that. If you can maintain your pulled in core, lift for 9, alternating, 8, 7, 6. Feel that in the hip flexor, in the crease of the hip right here, the muscles that you were stretching when you were doing back bends, but you're engaging. You are lifting, finding that contraction when you come into your balances or forward bends. Let's do one more. And release. Not done yet. I want you to try double leg lifts as well. I want you to do one more vinyasa, but I think we may not have the time. So we try this here. Core pulled in. Fingers pressing into the ground. Lift and down with control. Lift and down. See the spine? So I'm trying to minimize any movement in the spine. So really strong lift. Against the wall, try that. I'm going to now check in on you guys. Keep doing. Keep doing. I want time to see what you all are doing. That's good, Bhakti. You can try. Nivedita, you have a wall right there, so go to the wall. Nice, Shweta. You also have those cupboards. You can try against the cupboards. It will be more challenging against the wall because you will really need to engage entire core quads to do this. Make sure your tailbone is sticking to the wall and you might find it that it's difficult to lift, but try that. That's what I want. Where are you going, Renu? Renu, you do have a wall, right? So why don't you just go? If you have a wall, go for it. Okay, I'll give you guys time. Take your time, go to the wall and try this. Try 9 against the wall and then we move to some side planks. So left, harder right against the wall, lift. So if you want to go to the wall and go back to doing single leg lifts, go for that. This really needs the strength. You need to do those Ashtanga transitions. We are not getting into that, but this is going to help you understand what your core is, and that it also includes your quads, your pelvis area. I think we are good to go. Come back to your mats. I think we can do a quick vinyasa. So before we move into our static postures, so let's just give it a try. Come back to your tabletop. I'm going to give you time because a lot of you changed positions. Those who are already on the mat can hold downward facing dog because that's where we will start. We're going to do this here. So in downward facing dog, again take the right leg up, but this time bend the knee as if you want to take the right heel back. So I'm going to shift you on the other side and lift up, and I'm trying to come into this position where I'm kicking the heel back, trying to minimize this opening in the shoulder and keeping the shoulder pressed forward, pressing the heel back. So this action, stay here. If you are comfortable, you can drop into wild thing. Now optional. And then come back. Go back to your three-legged dog. Step forward into your lizard. From the lizard, see if you can come into this variation of side plank where your both feet are crisscrossed. And let's hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop the hands on the floor. Hold your downward facing dog. Take the left leg up, open the leg out, hold this here. Or if you're comfortable, come into wild thing. And then roll forward, step the left foot forward into your lizard. And keeping the right hand on the floor this time, crisscross side plank. Crisscross as in the legs. So you have a little more surface area. And take the hand up overhead to be here for 5, 4, 3. Do this variation. Remember, do this variation 2. Hand 1 and come back to your tabletop. Come down onto the elbows. Remember when I said we passively hold postures or we actively hold postures? So let's try that with the forearm plank. Place your hands onto the floor, thumbs facing up. Tuck the toes in, lift up into your forearm plank. Now as you do this, try to draw the elbows and the feet towards each other. You won't be able to hold that very long, but try that for 5 seconds, the drawing action, so your core is engaged. You will immediately feel it in the belly, hold for 5, rest and do it again. So into plank, then drawing the elbows and the feet towards each other. As soon as you do this, you will immediately feel your belly firing in. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and release. So these activations are really what will give you strength in the long run. Not just holding planks, but this little bit of work we do, which is we draw. We do this in Cobra as well, when you run Cobra with me, or in Sphinx. So without losing much time, let's come into your side plank. So coming to this side, again you can crisscross the legs to begin with, lift up, coming into your side plank here. We are almost done. We are going to explore some stretches before coming back to a little bit of balance work. So bear with me for 5. Again, you can do this to modify. 4, 3, 2, 1 and turn. Don't give up. Do the modification. Trust me, if you do the modification, that itself is very good. You don't have to do the full side plank, but don't give up. So 5, 4, modification is bottom knee bent. 3, 2, 1 and release. Come to rest. Let's do a few hip stretches first. It will give us time to recover our energy. Hamstring stretches I mean. So bend the leg to begin with. Pull the right leg into the chest with a block or without a block. With a belt or without a belt. Make sure you have space because we will do the Parshva Hasta variation as well. So find that distance that's comfortable for you and we'll be here for 9 breaths. If this is difficult, bend the leg. That will make it easier. You can even bend the leg here or just work on keeping the leg straight. Now activating this would be, instead of just pulling the leg towards you, you also start pushing the leg away into the hands. So you're having opposing actions happening at the same time. Do that just for 5 seconds. Don't do that throughout the 9 breaths. And then release, relax and hold your stretch. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and now straighten the leg and open the leg out to the side. Let me show it to you on this side. So this is what you're doing, but avoid this wherein your back hip lifts off. So you keep pressing the back hip. You can also under your elbow. So that will allow you to keep the hip stable. So like this. So now I can rest my elbow on the block and keep pressing the opposite hip down. Let's be here for 5 more. 4 more. So this is your Vasishthasana. Just set your line on the floor. Imagine yourself in a side plank with your left hand down. That would be your Vasishthasana. 2, 1, and release. And let's do this on the other side. Taking the left leg up. Holding this up. For 9 breaths. Good, Shri Vidya, that's better. Renu, can you straighten the opposite leg and show me how that goes? I think you can start holding that here. You don't need to keep the neck bent. It may be a little more intense, unless you have any knee issue. Don't pull too much though, remember moderate, otherwise next 2 days you'll be very, very stiff. Good Arpita, nicely done. Nice Divya. Good Bhakti. Good Nivedita. Sonal, very good. This is a deep stretch you have. Nice Neha. 3 more. 2 more. And 1 more. And then coming to Parshva Hasta, taking the left leg out to the side. And again, visualize yourself in Vasishthasana. So you are here, grabbing hold of your left toe with your hand or with a belt. Your right hand on the ground, you are in a side plank variation. Try to see how that would feel or observe how that would feel. Let's be here for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1, and return. Release. Rock and roll yourself all the way up again to see how we feel about side plank now. Putting everything together. Variations will come. Let's just do a variation to begin with. Come into a side plank and starting with a side plank on the left side. Lift up, stack both feet on one on top of the other. See how you feel about grabbing hold of one toe. See how you feel about lifting the leg up. So that's what the goal is. You can be here, you can be here, you can do any variation. Just be careful of the shoulder. Very nice. Good Bhakti, that's a great try. Just make sure with the knee, and you know what, you don't have to keep holding it. You be here, lift and come down with control. Lift and come down with control. Or you hold. You experiment with what's accessible to you today. Very nice. For 3, 2, 1, and slowly release. Come to the other side. Take 2 breaths. You guys are doing great, so I like that this variation is working out well for almost everyone. So let's try again. Lift up on this side. Find your side plank. Feel comfortable. Experiment with lifting the foot up, grabbing hold of the toe, and extending the leg up. And try your best. 3. Very nice. Yes, you can even hold this here. Use your opposite hand. Choose any variation. It doesn't matter. Just be a little playful with the practice. Nothing is too serious. Just trying to see. And don't press into the knee joint. I mean, I'm fine if you're not pressing into it. Yeah, just don't press your knee joint with your top leg. So when you come here, don't press the knee joint. If you're holding it with control, just slightly, good. But if you're pressing into your knee, avoid it and rest. Little bit shake the shoulders out. Just whatever, here and there, up and down. side to side. Same thing with the wrists. Should we try Vasishthasana? I'll leave the option to you. We try Vasishthasana with the hands, or you go back to the previous variation. Last one. We won't hold it for very long. Just, I promise, 5 seconds. So come into your side plank. Again, the same thing. Grabbing first, put the foot here. See how that feels. Maybe that will feel good. Stay there. If you feel comfortable and stable, grab hold of the toes, straighten the leg. Or don't straighten the leg, just come into this variation. Choose any variation. I want you to be a little playful. Very good, Sonal. Nice, Neha. You want to rest it out? That's also fine. Just do a side plank. And switch sides. Switch sides. Into your side plank. And maybe stack the foot on top of the other. Where are we? Good stuff, guys. This is just to experiment. We don't have to do the pose today. You guys are doing really well. And come back. Come into your extended child pose from here. Easy variation. Forehead on the floor and let the shoulders stretch out. Let's take 5 breaths. Two more. One more. Slow, deep breaths. And from there, lie down on the belly to come into Sphinx position. This is a good way to help you stretch out the core. So this is like a modified back bend. A supported back bend. So you're resting on your forearm, shoulders roll back. We'll be here for a good 5 breaths. If you're feeling good about it, you can also rest your elbows onto blocks to get yourself a deeper stretch or a greater stretch in the belly. Do what's comfortable. Now this can help you stretch out the core. Go a little bit into the hip flexors. That feels good. So try. If it doesn't feel good, remove. Don't do this with the shoulders though. I mean, not just yet. Keep the shoulders back. And continue to breathe, even though the breathing might feel a little laborious in this position. It won't be too intense, so you can push through the chest and the lungs to find that extra space to take deeper breaths. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Nice deep inhale. And exhale completely. One more time. Inhale. And slowly exhale. And then remove the blocks if you have. Come into Makarasana. Resting your one palm on top of the other, pointing the toes out, sort of like your mermaid feet, so heels towards each other, toes away from each other, rest your forehead on the top hand. So if I were to turn direction, this is how my feet are. My feet are like this. Right? So let's hold that. Without any force, heels can be lifted off the ground depending on how much ankle mobility we have. Neha, check in with the knee. This may not feel good, in which case point back. And hold and take your deep breaths here. positions like Makarasana or like child pose are good positions to work on your foundational breathing. Like I shared with you before, it reduces the pressure in the lungs. It helps you take in more breath. It feels lighter. So that is why forehead on the palm is a bit better than chin down, because with chin down you won't find that much breath capacity. So use this time. And this position will also allow you to continue building awareness of the navel area, because you had to press against the ground in order to get that full breath. And this area is what we call Manipura Chakra, whereas Anahata Chakra is the center of emotions and helps with a cooling feeling. Even though back bends are very energizing, they leave you with a cooling feeling by the end of it. Manipura Chakra is more about heat. It's about energy. It's about willpower. So it's a little more what you would call Rajasic. And that's fine. We need that as well. We need that to break through inertia, to achieve things in life, and to be able to stay true to our values as well as achieve our goals. To counter this, we'll do a little bit of equal breathing. So I want you to flip over to lie down on your back. Keeping your eyes closed, no need to open them. We will do equal breathing for a count of 8 though. There is no retention, but a little higher count than we've been doing. So inhale for a count of 8 and exhale for a count of 8. First, just settle in here. Get used to being on your back. Take a couple of breaths and then I will start my instructions. Everyone take a breath in together. Exhale completely. And we begin. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue on your own. If 8 was too difficult or uncomfortable, feel free to change or count faster. But I would recommend you count always at the same pace and instead reduce your count to a 6 or an 8 or a 10. Whatever number you count at for the rest of your life, keep the same pace. When you finish your exhalation, next one, you can relax your breath. Breathe normally. And move into Shavasana with your palms facing up. Slowly bring your awareness back. Move your fingers and toes if you would like, and then turn to your right side to stay there for a few breaths. And then rise up to come into a sitting position. We will close the class with 3 rounds of humming, just to counterbalance the nature of the practice. So humming is the makara sound, which will be like this. So like Brahmari, but we're just humming, not using the hand gestures. So let's begin. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Last time. And then slowly bring your palms together, rub them to find warmth and practice the palming technique, covering your eyes, letting them rest in complete darkness. And then massaging your face, forehead, whatever feels good. And then finally opening your eyes while looking directly at your palms, away from any source of light that may be too intense for the eyes. Thank you everyone. Shoulders may feel a little stiff tomorrow, so I just want you to make sure you do a little bit of shoulder circles, joint rotations, so the morning stiffness may reduce a bit. Alright, thank you guys everyone. I'm here as always, otherwise